What's up, everyone? This is Nate, and I'm back with another Out of the Theater review. Now, today I went to check out the latest in the Universal Monsters modern sort of adaptations. Previously, we had The Invisible Man, and today I went and checked out Wolfman. Now, this is not called The Wolfman like I thought it was. It's literally just called Wolfman. This, of course, directed by Leigh Whannell, who directed The Invisible Man as well. Stars Christopher Abbott, Julia Garner, and that's about it. And a little girl who I don't know her name, but she was pretty good. But anyway, small cast. And I'm going to let you know my thoughts on this movie. I'm a big fan of the classic Universal monster movies, and even some of the like later adaptations of them. I'm just a sucker for these, Dracula's, Wolfman's, Frankenstein's, mummies, Invisible Men, things like that. So anyway, I'm going to give you my 2 cents. Before I do, if you would, please consider subscribing to the channel if you're not already, and go ahead and hit the thumbs up down below. It helps the videos out, helps the channel out, and leave me a comment if this is a movie that you saw and liked, saw and didn't like, want to see, don't want to see. I want to know your thoughts on it. Okay, so I will say I enjoyed The Invisible Man. That was the previous or the first sort of adaptation in this new Universal Blumhouse Monsters universe, and I liked it. I thought it was good. I like Leigh Whannell. I like his direction. Of course, working with James Wan as a writer, Saw, Conjuring, Insidious. I don't know if he did The Conjuring. Insidious, I know he did for sure. And I think he learned a lot. I like his directorial movies. Even Insidious 3 is solid. Upgrade, really good. Invisible Man, good. So I was looking forward to it just from that perspective. As far as the casting goes, Julia Garner, I've not really seen her in much. Like, I know she's on Ozark, but I don't watch that show. Other than that, I don't think I've seen her in anything. So don't have much exposure to her. Christopher Abbott, I like. Kind of a character actor. This is like a lead role for him, so that was nice. Let's start with the positives. I think this movie was a little bit, I won't say frustrating, but it really had some pros and cons to it. I would say more positives than negatives. So as far as those go, the performances are really good. The acting is really good. I thought Christopher Abbott did a really good job as our main character, the father. His relationship with the daughter was very well done, very well written, very well performed. I thought Julia Garner was very good as his wife. I wish we got a little more with the two of them. Like, the movie's only like an hour and 45 minutes, which is good, but I could have used maybe 5 or 10 more minutes, just a little bit more with those two. But minor nitpick. I thought they were both very good. The little girl, I'm sorry, I don't know her name, and I can't pull it up now because I'm recording, but I thought she did a very good job as well. So good performances. I do like the way this story's told. It's all in one night. This whole entire movie takes place in one night. Well, most of it. You have the opening scene, which is like a flashback scene to our main character when he's younger with his dad, which I loved. Pretty suspenseful. I love good daytime scares. So like, if you could do suspense and some scares where it's broad daylight, I'm a fan of it. So I liked that opening. Then you go to modern times, you have a little bit of them in the city, and then the rest of the movie, I'd say 85% of this movie takes place in one night. So I thought that was pretty well done. I enjoyed that. It's also all done in one location. It's this farmhouse in Oregon. Everything happens there. I'm a sucker for a good one location movie as well. So I like that. I did like the effects are very good as far as the practical effects of the Wolfman. I thought it was gooey and gross and gory. Not overly gory. Like, don't go in expecting a bloodbath, but it's definitely gooey. I'll say that. And I thought the effects were very well done. Overall, I like this, telling the story as sort of from the perspective of the wife and the daughter, what's happening to his character, and from his perspective of sort of what happens when, and this is not a spoiler because it's in the trailer, what happens when you become a Wolfman. I liked that. I don't think a lot of movies dive too far into it other than like a transformation scene, or maybe like American Werewolf in London where you have like some POVs when it's running, but this really delves into what it might be like if you were turning. So I liked all that. On the negative side, I do not like the design of the actual Wolfman himself. He doesn't really look like a wolf. He just looks like a slightly hairy, ugly guy. And I'm not crazy about it. It looks better than like some of that early Hollywood Halloween Horror Nights. Like, they had like the guy dressed up like that. That was worse. It looks a little better than that, but not my favorite design choice. Also, something happens in the third act of the story that's supposed to be sort of like a reveal, and it's not. It's not a review. Like you will guess it and you will be right. I will just put it that way. You'll guess it and you'll be right. So that was a little bit of a letdown. And being so small scale, there's not a lot of big chills and thrills. So good contained movie, some good suspense. Did I love it? No. But did I like it? Yes. I thought it was good. I don't think it's as good as The Invisible Man. I actually preferred that movie. So if you're not a fan of that one, I don't know if you will love this one. Or maybe you would. I don't know. I'm going to give it a 7 out of 10. I think it's good. Not great, but a solid entry and something I could see watching down the line and enjoying again. So, 7 out of 10 for me. Good, solid film. Anyway, that is it for Wolfman. I will be back next week with another Out of the Theater review. So until then, take it easy.